They said he was just a one-film wonder. They said his luck will run out sooner or later. They said he is too young to handle success. But after making his debut in 2012, Anirudh Ravichander has proved everyone wrong, and how. Why this Koliveri Day was just the tip of the iceberg, as he would go on to prove with as many as 15 films over the next 4 years. Today, he is one of the most sought after music composers in Tamil cinema, and he has rarely disappointed his fans. He's the darling of the millennials, and every time he sings or releases an album, millions of people gear up to sway to his tune. Anirudh Ravichander is defining what makes the youth groove. His music is the new bro code of the town.
How is the bromance?
There's a lot of bromance actually. There are a lot of secrets about me which only he will know. The problem is most of my secrets come out anyway. But
how do you deal with that pressure?
I love that pressure, and I find that like a big high for me.
What is it that inspires you to compose?
My inspiration is wholly only out of my personal emotion.
Right. Where does your heart lie?
My heart lies in the bands. Yeah.
What is your relation or the equation with Shruti?
We vibe very well, and she's a very nice girl.
What is it that they get attracted towards Anirudh for?
To be very honest, I don't listen to too many scripts because my patience levels are a little low.
And do we see you debut in Telugu, and with whom would you want to do?
I really got along well with Trivikram. He's such a wonderful person.
You're very close to Rajnikant's family. What are your dinner table conversations like?
Not only in the good times, even when there's controversy, he'll stand by me, he'll call me, he'll say do this, do that, no you should do that, you should do this. So he's been a guiding light, and I'm very happy that somehow I'm kind of associated with him.
Hi Anirudh, thanks
Hello.
for being on the show, and
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
No, not at all.
And
Thanks for your
having
time.
us in Chennai firstly. So yesterday's teaser launch seemed like really grand, and the film seems to be very ambitious.
Yeah.
The Remo teaser launch, and so how was composing for a film like
For Remo? Remo was told to me by the director. Actually, I think Shiva called me one night and he said, okay, I'm planning my next movie, will you score? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I'll do it. To be very honest, I don't listen to too many scripts because my patience levels are a little low. So the truth is that even the big directors, I only listen for about 15-20 minutes of the script because I never used to read also. I don't read also. Like this, Shiva asked me, I said, yeah, okay. When is it happening? So I was checking if the time frame was working. Then the director came and told me the script. Only then did I realize that he was going to act as a girl. So which I thought was very new because what shall I say? Both of us started off together, right. And there was no looking back. And I kind of closely watch his career graph as well, and we discuss a lot of things. We're very close that way. So that was a very nice change for me because he was very comfortable in doing comedy films, which was working very well for him. So he can just continue to do that. Even this is a comedy film, this is a rom-com, but the way, at least to attempt something new, was a very welcoming thing, and I thought that was very interesting to me. And yeah, so that's how Remo came about.
Right. So this is the fourth association with
Shiva.
So how is the bromance?
There's a lot of bromance actually. It's actually a little too much bromance happening, but it's very nice because he's as I told you, we both started off together and we've always looked out for each other, and there are a lot of secrets about me which only he will know.
Right.
The problem is most of my secrets come out anyway, but the few which are still not out, he knows. So there's a lot of bromance that way, and I always make sure that I kind of exceed his expectations because I really like him as a person.
Right. Had I known this, I would have asked him a little ago about your secrets that he's kept. Right. Well, so how do you judge a film, Anirudh, when you are asked to compose? Is there any thought process when you start off?
No, my kind of working is actually, I think it's a little vague because I don't actually work for the film in the sense, to be very honest, I make songs like every day, but every day is not a good day, you know what I'm saying? So some days you come up with like good stuff that you feel really works. So I keep all those aside, and then it's going to be a different genre every day. So once I get that bank ready, then if I'm doing say Remo for now, and if at that time I feel okay, this song may be suitable for this film, then I give them like a bank of options,
right,
and then they pick from that. So that's how.
So how long does it usually take for you to compose a tune?
Composing is a very short time, like it can't take you more than 15-20 minutes to come up with the idea.
Okay.
It's all about that one idea, but the thing is, after that, if they like your idea, then the whole process starts of you embellishing the song and adding all the instruments and deciding as to who's going to sing, try 5-6 options.
Right.
So that's a big, then it's basically like you trip on the song for months on end, and then it comes out, that kind of a thing.
Right. So when you're composing, say for Remo, have there been rejections? Or is it like the first time that?
No, I think I've been blessed in a way that I work on films where they completely give me my freedom. They don't, what shall I say? For instance, not only Remo, all the other films, unless I am very, very confident that this song is going to work, then I'll never give them the song. I may delay, I may throw tantrums, I may do all that, but then I won't give it to them unless I am very certain of that song. So I think they kind of have that, they put that confidence in me that okay, if he says this is going to work for the film, let's go for it. As long as one is successful, I think you can play that card. But it works really well for me because it helps me to keep increasing the bar, in the sense, like, I know that I have to deliver better than what I have done before. That's what everybody is aiming for. So they kind of have that belief in me. I hope that belief stays for a while.
So is that why Anirudh is synonymous to blockbuster films? You know, almost everybody says that it's because of Anirudh's music that the film.
No, I think they are being kind. No, I think they are being kind. But that's the truth. They give me that freedom and they give me that space, saying, okay, we need, say, 7 songs in this film. Everything has to work with aspect to this audience, or this song has to work for this audience, or this is the mood of the song. So as long as I'm able to deliver that, I think they'll be happy. The day I don't deliver it, then I think there will be rejections and stuff like that. But yeah, obviously there may be like difference of opinion on a few songs, but unanimously, like, they have that belief in me.
Right. So does that make it tough for you
to
actually outdo, each time?
Yeah, you have to, right? It doesn't make it tough for me. It makes it very interesting, and what shall I say? I'm encouraged by that, is what I think. I'm encouraged by the fact that I have to deliver on every film better than the other, because there will be. The issue was the start was too big with Kolaveri, so
right,
after that I had to like sustain it. It could have easily gone the other way immediately after. Like they could have said, yeah, it's only a one film thing, it's a fluke and stuff like that. So that pressure is there, but I'm loving it. I love that pressure, and I find that like a big high for me.
How do you deal with that pressure?
No, I treat this as a high for me. Like I really enjoy it. I think that pressure is what pushes me. Yeah.
So what is it that inspires you to compose?
Could be anything actually. It's how I kind of make, as I told you, I just make songs randomly.
Right.
So that randomness is out of the emotion that I go through on that at that particular time. Like it could be a girl, like it could be, say, suppose I just spoke to somebody on the phone and I just got blasted. I'm not going to make a happy song after that, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of a vibe is what works around me. I kind of try to put whatever emotion I'm going through as in my age through my music. That's about it, nothing else.
So do you dream of music?
No, you don't know where it comes from. That's the thing. That's the magic of it. I think you don't really know when you sit there. You don't really know as to where the tune is going to come from or what idea is going to. It could be a spark of an idea, or it could be a phrase, or it could be a sound that you hear somewhere. So that kind of a thing. But in my case, 99.99% of the time, it's only my personal emotion at that particular time.
Right. So do you have any instances where you can very well remember, okay, this instance and this song came out? Has there been any sound like that? And any instance?
Yeah, a lot of times. Like, for example, like a funny one was this song from a film called VIP.
Okay.
There's a song called Udungada Sang. So what happened was, I was out at a friend's birthday, and then I saw a girl that I liked for a long time. I saw her with another guy. So I left immediately and I came to the studio like, come on, let's make one. Let's make one song with all the fire that was within me. So I made that song and I kept it. So as I told you then, at that time I was working on VIP. So I played it to Dhanush and he said, yeah, there was no situation for the song. But then he said, this song really is nice. So I'm going to find a situation for it and put it in the film. So that's how, that kind of a thing.
Okay, so
it's pretty weird, I know, but it's true.
Like I haven't heard this from a lot of music directors that I've interacted.
The thing is, there can be two ways of making music. One is either if you are very spiritually or religiously affiliated, that's one way of making it. I don't think I'm old enough to go into that. I still have my teenage issues and shit and stuff like that. So for me, my inspiration is wholly only out of my personal emotion.
Right. So coming to Remo, Siva plays two characters, one of a girl and then he himself. So what was the most challenging part about composing for a film like that? Did you have to?
For the girl, is it? Yeah. It wasn't challenging. It was nice because how I wanted to portray it is, I wanted the girl to have even more of a mass image than the guy in the film, because that may work well within the film if you watch it as in the theater. If the girl is elevated higher than the guy, it would work better. So for the girl also, I thought of it in a male perspective, which made things a little easier for me.
Right, but was that what Bhagiraj also wanted?
Yeah, so we had these discussions before we started. So I kind of get to know as to what kind of vibe they're looking for. And he said, yeah, there's this fight for the girl. The nurse character fights in the movie, and at that time he wanted like a theme music. So for that nurse character, I wanted to make a theme music, and I got a phrase which I kind of liked. But then there were a lot of vocals going on it, so I thought, let's make it into a full-fledged song and keep a song in the fight. That will be new, right? So you fight to a song. Right. So that was the kind of discussion we had, and he's very open to these kind of things, so that worked well.
So Anirudh, when you have such discussions with your director, be it Bhagiraj or anybody else, so when they have given you a situation, is there an instant thought process of what the song could be?
Yeah, if it's very inspiring, it can be. For example, how shall I say, for Katti, for example, when he narrated that, first he told me that scene about when Vijay sir looked at the blueprint, and he said he wanted like a music over there, like a thing. So when he narrated and left itself, I kind of got that idea as to, when he was narrating to me, I was actually thinking of that, and I told him, I'm not actually paying attention to you and my mind is somewhere else. And that night I sent it to him, and he really liked it. And for Vedalam, how it worked was, the day I signed the film itself, I made the theme. I didn't know the story. I didn't know anything about the movie at all. Then the director, when he came to narrate the script to me, I told him, before you narrate, wait, I made something. See if it will fit your film. I played it to him. He said, yeah, there's a transformation in the film. This will work very well for that. place. So that's how it worked.
So does it really help to have this bank of your compositions already?
Yeah, it helps. Yeah, it helps a lot because
it eases out a lot of.
Not about the pressure. It doesn't ease out the pressure because deadlines are deadlines anyway. But it eases out one factor in the sense that emotion. When I was feeling it, I've actually put it into music.
Right.
So if that emotion is existent in the film, then it works well. That's about it.
Right. So when it comes to someone like Vijay or Ajit, when you're composing for these big stars, do you also think of the image that they carry?
Yeah, you have to, right? You have to at some point, and that is very essential. I think, especially in South Indian cinema, it's very, very essential that you keep in mind what kind of an audience you are catering to, and they have a massive following all across. So you have to cater to their fans. You have to cater to the first show goers. You also have to cater to the Monday family audiences.
Yeah.
So it's a very nice game that we actually play.
You're pretty young, okay? So
Yeah.
have you followed their cinema to actually
I've
gauge what kind?
I've followed it from the. I'm a 90s kid, so 90s boy now. So yeah, I've followed their cinema very, very closely, and I've watched all their films and stuff like that. So yeah, I follow it very close. I in fact watched the first show of all the films.
Anirudh, I read one of your the interviews where it said that your parents thought that you would be an IIT. What got you to music? You know, I mean,
So I used
someone
to.
who's as brilliant.
No. My thing is, I used to make a lot of music from school. I just used to like make music for the school plays and the anniversary and stuff like that. And I used to be part of 3 bands, and I used to love being a part of them. And so I started making music then. And then Dhanush was making some short films, just to practice filmmaking. So he asked me to score music for those, and we worked on about 7-8 short films. Nothing, we just used to shoot it ourselves, starring either him or starring me, and we'll just watch it like within our family, like about 5-6 people will sit and watch. Then they'll give their ratings and all. They'll be like, yeah, is it nice? And this was okay. It was not as good as the previous one. So I used to score for those short films, and one of those short films he wanted to make it into a film, which was 3. So at that time he asked me if I score the music for the film also. I told him no, I was too young. I was only in second year of college. I was 19 at that time. No, 18 when we started. So I was like, no, I really don't know the business of music. I haven't assisted anybody. My scene is different. I'm from the band scene. I have long hair and I kind of like jump around on stage. That's my scene. I don't know if I'm fit for Tamil cinema. He said, no, I think you will fit the bill for this movie. So let's give it a shot. And then that's how the first movie happened.
Right. So you went to the Trinity School of London.
Yeah, I wrote my exams, piano exams for the from the Trinity College in London. So I was trained in Western classical piano.
Right.
And then I was part of like a Carnatic band, and then a metal band, and then a funk rock band.
Where does your heart lie?
My heart lies in the bands. Yeah. No, that's because that's a different kind of a scene, right? Like making music for films is great because of the fame and the name and and everything else attached to that. But again, that's only you sitting in your console and doing your thing. But then when you play with a band, it's a very live experience more than anything else, and you feel really happy about it when you play your gigs. That's why I started gigging all around the world, because I really love to do that.
Right. So you're also popular in the independent music scene. Right? You also signed a contract with the Sony Music.
Yeah.
Right? You've also been very good friends with Shruti Hassan. She also has been into music and composing. So what is your thoughts on independent music versus film?
I think it's there in a big way right now. It hasn't come to the south yet.
Right.
But in Bombay, it's already like Hollywood, where you just make songs and then people put them in films. You know what I'm saying? That's So in a movie there are 6-7 composers.
Right.
But why South Indian cinema is great is because one musician gets to travel through the film and do the background score, which I never want to let go of, which is a great thing which I enjoy really much. So where was I? Sony, yeah. So so independent will come here for sure. So this whole so Sony came up to me and asked me if I would like to do some independent music and collaborate with some international artists. I thought that was a very nice thing to do because I really like to do that also.
You have the time for it.
Yeah, like there's no question of time when it comes to music because in 1 year, to be very honest, I don't think I can do more than 3 films in a year because I won't be enjoying what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying. Last year, for example, I had 5 films, I think, and I found it I wasn't enjoying the process of making my music, you know. Maybe they were all becoming popular and they were all becoming hits, but that was secondary. But for me personally, I wasn't enjoying the fact that in the morning I was working on one film and in the evening I was working on another. So I at any point in time I want to work on only that one particular film. So I find time to do independent music. So I get to tour, I get to do independent music. I like to do all these different aspects of making music.
We keep interacting with Shruti Hassan, okay, and she absolutely adores you. You are like really good friends. She keeps saying that you're great with independent music, whatever you compose. So what is your relation or the equation with Shruti, and how is it composing or jamming with her? You keep jamming, right?
Yeah. So Shruti, I know her from the 3 time. Even before that I know her because she was also part of a few rock bands here in Chennai. So she is my super senior at that time. So I know her from 3 and she somehow started to like my music, and then she always used to be very encouraging because it was my first film. I used to ask her, "Do you think this kind of music will actually work over here?" I don't know. She'll be like, yeah, you wait and see, it'll work well and all that. So she's been very encouraging that way. And after that we jam on a lot of songs. Whenever we meet up, she comes here, we make some random songs. Wherever we catch up, we make some music. So we both of us are kind of the same mindset because we both are from the indie scene. So we vibe very well, and she's a very nice girl. I really like her as a friend also.
Right. So I've read this that when you're composing, you are listening to some particular kind of music, suppose say jazz or techno. So that influences you.
Yeah.
So what is the influence right now?
Right now I'm listening to a lot of the new album by Kanye West, which was very what shall I say, controversial. I really like that album, and off late I'm listening to a lot of hip hop. I think I kind of am listening to hip hop now, but it keeps changing like from time to time. There was a lot of EDM happening a few years back. Now that's kind of gone. Now it's come back to hip hop. So I kind of follow the trend because of my friends. Like all my friends listen to whatever is happening around in the world right now. So because of that, I kind of listen to that kind of music.
Right. So what was the kind of influence when you were composing for Remo?
For Remo, it was kind of open, I think. I was listening to a lot of electro and a lot of deep house and stuff like that.
I feel that yesterday when one of the songs was played.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of electro and deep house and stuff like that. So the subsequential songs, you'll probably get to know what kind of music I'm listening to.
Right. So what's the equation with Vignesh? He's been writing a lot of lyrics for...
Yeah, Vicky, I know him from the time he made his first film, that was Poda Podi. I know him from then, and I found him to be a very interesting talent, but that movie didn't work out for him well. After that, he was kind of looking for a chance to make his second film. You know, if you fail in the first film, it's very difficult to make the second film, right? So he was looking for an opportunity. I kind of believed in the fact that he'll make it one day. And so after that, he told me the script of the Nanu Raudida. And he asked me if I'll act in it. So I was like contemplating, and I decided that I shouldn't act. But I told him, you make this movie 100% I'll score the music for it, whoever is in the movie, don't worry. So after that, he narrated the story to Dhanush and no, actually he didn't narrate the story to Dhanush. I told Dhanush, there's this director, he's good, and then he, without hearing the story, he actually started production and he set up like this thing and all. And when that movie did well, I felt very happy for Vicky, because there were a lot of issues within the film and there were a lot of drama and controversy and stuff like that happening. So when the movie did well, we all felt very happy about it. And the equation is, Vicky is, again, he's a very good friend and he kind of understands what kind of words I'm looking for. He's not a trained lyricist, so he kind of understands what mood I am in. So he knows how to please me, because he knows what is going on in my life every day. So he'll write something which is related to that. I'll be like, yeah, this is nice. Okay, let's keep this. So he knows how to catch me. But he's very good with lyrics, and our combination is working well now. I'm very excited for his next film. He's come up with a very nice script, so I'm waiting for
So is that how the lyrics of the song?
Yesterday? Yeah, Remonica.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he came up with while I was making the song itself. The thing is, he comes to the studio very often, so he sees me making some music and he kind of comes up with these lines here and there. So it's like a jam session that we have, and he's also a musician actually. He's a drummer, so that way we kind of vibe that way. Yeah.
Right. So what do you think is Siva's take on music? Is he quite into music, or
Shiva doesn't ask? No,
language?
he doesn't interfere in that at all. So what I'll do is, randomly at like 3 a.m. I'll call him and tell him, okay, I've come up with this song, I think it'll work, come and listen to it. Then he'll come, he won't understand the song at all. He'll come, he'll listen, he'll stand. After 5 minutes he'll be like, is it okay for you? I'll say, yeah, this song, I think it'll work. Then he'll say okay, and he'll take it and go. Then after 2 days he'll call me. This happens every time. After 2 days he'll call me and say, this song is brilliant. I didn't understand it then. I'll be like, yeah, okay.
So he must be listening it on loop, is it?
No, he kind of has that trust in me. So that trust is what makes me work well for him also. So that combination also is working out well for us. Let's see, I think the next film is also, we're joining together.
Right.
That will be interesting. Yeah.
Most of your associations have been long. Most of the stars you've worked with, what is it that they get attracted towards Anirudh for?
I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think.
Is that because you're young and you're out
No,
there and you
I kind of prefer to do films where I'm comfortable, in the sense, for example, I remember you asked me why I haven't done a Telugu film.
Right.
The thing is, I almost was there twice, once with and once with Bruce Lee before that. But the thing is, I really got along well with Trivikram. He's such a wonderful person. All that was there, but somehow I wasn't, like, what shall I say, gelling into the whole act. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of choose films where I kind of fit in like a glove, and so maybe that's why these associations have been longer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I see you composing in the near future
for Telugu? For sure.
Waiting though.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
For sure, but I'm just waiting for something that I think requires me, you know what I'm saying? Something where I want to, like, for me, whether thanks to everyone and thanks to the wonderful blessings that I have, unexpectedly for me, the first album over here worked wonders.
Right.
So when I go to another language, I want to be in a film like that, where I can, I can do whatever I think will really work. So that is the thing that I'm kind of waiting for. I'm 100% I'll come to Telugu and do a straight film very soon.
Your association, is it on personal basis, or
No. It's not on personal basis at all. It's about the people involved in that and the kind of vibe that they kind of. For example, in Remo, everybody is a positive character. I don't like to. What shall I say? In Remo, everybody always thinks positively, and there's a lot of camaraderie between everyone and stuff like that. And I kind of choose those kind of teams to be associated with. So that there's, for example, Siritai Siva is such a wonderful man. We are such good friends. We kind of get along really well. His ideologies, he's very clear about what he wants. He wants to cater to the masses. He wants to cater to the front benchers. His ideology is very straight. So I like those kind of people, and I kind of go with one character for a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
So on a final note, what is the legacy that Anirudh wants to leave behind?
No legacy.
You're pretty young to answer this, but you're doing so well. So what is it?
No, like, see, for me the thing is, I never thought that I'll be here for sure, because all the people in my family are either actors or producers or directors or people like that, but nobody was a musician. So I never thought that from my family there'll be a musician who's doing well. So I didn't expect this, so I'm just going with the flow, whatever interests me. For example, for last year I told you I did 5 films. Even though they were all doing really well, I somehow thought for the next 6 months I should just go and perform all over the world, and I went and finished. Now Chennai is happening next. So after that I did that, then suddenly I felt like I should do independent music. I'm going and doing that. So I'm just going with what a normal 24-year-old boy wants in his life, and I'm very happy that I'm kind of, what shall I say, I'm following whatever I like to do, and I'm very happy that people are there to support me on that whole front.
I'm curious to know, you're very close to Rajnikant's family. What are your dinner table conversations like?
Nothing about cinema whatsoever. Yeah, he's always a well-wisher. Anytime an album releases, he calls me and tells me what all songs he likes. I send him the CD before, and then when in person we won't discuss anything about cinema or anything like that. It'll all be on a personal basis as to how I'm doing or how he's doing, and stuff like that. And even not only in the good times, even when there's controversy, he'll stand by me, he'll call me, he'll say do this, do that, no, you should do that, you should do this. So he's been a guiding light, and I'm very happy that somehow I'm kind of associated with him.
So last 5 months have been a whirlpool for you. Now you're back composing. What space are you in right now?
I'm in the happiest space in my life right now, because as I told you, last year I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. Now I'm back to, I did enjoy it, but not as much as I should. So that's why the first 2 years I did only 2 films every year. At that time I was very, very happy about it. Last year, because it became 5, I was like, oh, maybe I should just slow it down. So this year again, it'll be only 3 films this year. So I'm very happy about that, and the fact that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I hope the audience always supports that.
Are you up for a quick rapid fire?
Yeah, sure.
So Anirudh, favorite album of all time?
Favorite album of all time? Roja.
Okay. If you could transport yourself to another era, which musical era would you want to be part of?
This era only. No other era.
Okay.
Because at those times others were ruling. So this era I want to be here right now where I am.
Ruling.
Here talking to you, I want to be, that's all.
One band that you would love to be part of?
Band?
Yeah.
Band I would love to be part of. I'm not sure actually. Maybe Linkin Park.
Okay. One singer whom the world needs to listen to a lot more.
One singer, Adele.
Okay. One director you want to work with.
Director Shankar.
Okay. One musician, your contemporary, who continues to surprise you.
Continues to surprise me. Right now, one of my friends, his name is Nivas. He's doing a good job, I think. And Leon is also doing good. I like Leon's music. Yeah.
First song you ever sang in your life?
First song I sang was for my second movie called Edirneechal. In that song called Bhoomi Enna Suttude. That's all.
Yeah, oh, that reminds me, you've been singing for a lot of composers.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like, so
no, my thing was, they used to call me to sing. I'm not a trained singer, and my profession is not singing. So it was very surprising for me that people are calling me. In the first album, I didn't sing a song at all because I don't know how to sing. Then in the second movie, for a track, I sang one song and it worked. After that, I got very confident with it. So when others call me to sing, whether it's a big music director or somebody who's just starting off, I go and sing and I don't take money for it, because I kind of feel that that's not what I'm born to do. So when people are asking you to do that as a favor or for any other reason, I think I should do it. So that's kind of a policy that I maintain, that whoever calls me, I go and sing.
Right, okay. Favorite gadget?
Favorite gadget is my keyboard. Yeah.
Okay, one person you want to sing a duet with?
Duet with Taylor Swift. I have a huge crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it take to impress Anirudh if someone were to ask you on a date?
Nothing. Nobody asks me. If anybody asks, I'll go.
Biggest achievement till date?
Biggest achievement till date? I don't think there's anything till now. I don't look at awards as achievements at all. I think only the biggest achievement till date for me is going to the theatre to watch, say, a song and people are dancing over there or enjoying it or clapping. That is the biggest achievement.
So what's on your playlist right now?
My playlist right now is Kabali. Listening to Kabali.
Right. What are your thoughts?
I really like it. I called Santosh and told him that it's very nice.
Which
I
one?
love the Nerippada song.
Yeah.
That's only my caller tune also.
Right. Okay. And one stage where you would like to perform someday?
One stage I would like to perform. I would like to perform in Chennai, because I finished touring all other countries. My next show is in Chennai, so I've been waiting for that. On my tentatively, it's planned for my birthday this year. So
Interesting.
I shall invite you and please come.
Definitely.
That's where I'm waiting to perform, in your home ground.
Very nice. One unfulfilled dream?
Unfulfilled dream. Yeah, these collaborations I always wanted to. I think music is moving towards that all around the world.
Right.
And that's what I'm working on right now. There are a lot of interesting artists that are making songs which I've already made. Those things will come out in the near future. So that's one unfulfilled dream.
One thing I wanted to ask you was, you listen to songs at one particular volume,
Yeah.
7, I suppose. So what is this quirk?
No, 7 is like one of my, I believe it's my lucky number. Kind of stupidly superstitious about these things. Even in an album, I'll make sure there are 7 songs and stuff like that. They cannot be 6 or 8. Even with Remo, actually in the film there are only 6 songs. Then if you go and check it out on iTunes, there'll be 7 tracks. Because I'll add something, I'll put some...
Why that belief? Some superstition or just...
People have some
Right.
superstitions here and there.
Right.
I have these small things. Then in the car, when you listen to any song, you have to have an even number as the volume. These kind of weird things. It's pretty freaky, but yeah.
Finally, when do we see you debut in Telugu, and with whom would you want to do it?
Telugu, I'm
Since
coming
Akhil is
soon.
your friend.
Akhil is a friend, yeah. He asked me to do one. I told him 100% I'll do one film for him. I don't know if that will be the debut, but yeah, 100% that will be on.
So what's the dream debut Telugu for you?
Dream debut, you should tell me. How will I know? You should tell me what will be the correct movie for me to debut.
Off. Well, on that note, it was pleasure talking to you.
Pleasure talking to you.
I love
Welcome
your
to Chennai.
energy.
Thank you.
So, and pretty young, so I hope you go places.
Thank you.
Wishing you the best for Remo as well.
Best wishes to your media channel also.
Thank you very much.
Keep rocking.
Thank
See you in Hyderabad soon.
Thank you. Hoping for you to see the interviews and get back to me.
100% I will.
Right.
Thank you. Nice to
Thanks.
meet you.
Yes.